Good afternoon and welcome to another Super Secret Project sketch. This is Eric Whalen from Super Secret Project X and I am waving my fingers around. All right.
Edition.
Hmm?
It's the Christmas edition.
It's something like that. I mean, it's kind of poor for a Christmas edition because there's nothing Christmas about it. No hat. I mean, you got a fat guy with a beard, but that's about it. Got myself a present to give you. Actually, I do. On my Facebook, Art of Eric Whalen Facebook, there's a. We got together with our friend Jason and we talked about the He-Man She-Ra Christmas special. And if y'all are looking for some He-Man-tastic fun, I listened to it again yesterday. I was in it and I was still laughing. I was like, this is pretty fun. I thought we did a good job. But yeah, it's on my Facebook. It should actually be right underneath this. And so, hey, if you're interested, cool. If not, cool. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, man, I'm starting to really enjoy Aritos. Okay. All right, today we're going to draw some Martian Manhunter because for Christmas edition, for Christmas, we got ourselves all of Justice League and Justice League Unlimited on Blu-ray, which is not like it's a huge difference, but it's a nice copy. So I've been we started rewatching it last night. And there we go. Yeah, Ranma did turn out kind of cute, didn't she?
Yeah.
So, started rewatching it, and I have a number of very favorite characters from that series, one of which is Martian Manhunter. Because as a weird kid that never got along with a whole lot of people, I kind of get where he's coming from. So, Martian Manhunter.
Unfortunately, I only know a little about his history, so I don't know the...
Yeah, I basically know him from the cartoons, mostly.
Yeah, I knew a bit about his comic history and stuff, but unfortunately it's just kind of gotten blurred in a lot of my life brain here, so...
But yeah, no, I like this version because I like the design. I thought the voice actor was really good. I enjoyed him a lot. Especially the longer he went on the character, because he kept making him like number and number as the character kept going on, and you're like, this poor dude. I mean, I know as an alien he's got like a different emotional spectrum, but you could just tell it's like he's the last of his kind, and he's like on Earth with a bunch of creatures who are so alien to him. He's really old and wise and super powerful and kind of sick of everyone's crap, I like him. Like, I think almost every version I've seen so far, and I will include the version from Supergirl, because I thought the actor did a good job. I thought the writing on the showing spots kind of dropped down. I thought they could have, him and the Martian and, I was about to say Martian Man Girl. That's wrong. Miss Martian Man Girl. Okay, I'd read that. Miss Martian, at moments where it was really good, and other moments I thought could have been tighter. But the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited version, I really loved, and the Young Justice version I thought was really good because they made McGann a little bit more human. Yeah, spoiler alert, she's a white. She's a white. That's also what I found fascinating is the at least two different mythologies around the Martians. There's the Justice League Unlimited version where the whites were there's the green Martians and the whites, and the whites were an invading species. And the other version is Mars had two races, and one of which was the green Martians, and the other was the white Martians. I'm not sure which I like better because I thought both of them were kind of neat. But the thing that I liked about the whites were is they were always the aggressive ones, which actually made them a little bit more understandable than the greens because the greens were almost too perfect. So when you had whites that were clearly doing the whole white Martians that were doing the whole oops, our entire culture has screwed up, we've done horrible things, blah blah blah, you kind of felt for those ones because you're going like, yeah, the rest of their species is, not agreeing with them, and then the greens were all, heavily genocided against, and you're like, oh. So I mean, I like Martian Manhunter. In a fashion, he's just like another Superman, an alien from another advanced civilization, last of his kind, landed on Earth, blah blah blah.
Well, kidnapped to Earth.
Well, kidnapped, but yeah, on Earth. But yeah, instead of landing there, he was kidnapped, but in a weird way. But still.
Yeah, you'd think that he and Superman would have like I said, I'm not sure how they treated him in the comics and stuff, because maybe they did do this, but they'd have more of like a kinship, knowing that they were kind of in the same aspects in a sense, well, almost like they're being last of their kind. Well, actually, no, Superman really isn't last of his kind, technically, is he?
Well, for a period of time he was, and then they discovered more, and they essentially did the same thing, sort of, depending upon which version of Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
But mostly, Martian Manhunter was really typically, he was it.
Yeah, he was the last dude.
And then there's some of the other versions, they didn't make him the last, but one of the last, yada yada. I mean, you don't want a super sad tale and all that, but the whole last of his species things kind of makes him more interesting. Yay, last of his kind. Oh.
Yeah, the guy who played Martian Manhunter.
In which version?
The Justice League
Okay.
version. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. If I'm not mistaken, the guy who played John's dad in the live action version and the Supergirl version was the voice actor.
Was he?
I'm not. Let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up because I'm kind of curious. Because and I actually think it works really well that traditionally speaking they get black actors to do Martian Manhunter and the Martians and stuff because it gives them a really nice quality to the voice and all that.
Well, that's the thing I love about Justice League in general was the fact that it was such a very cool multi-ethnic cast, and it sound each like they gave them all unique sounds for it.
Oh,
I mean, aside from yeah, I mean, Wonder Woman was pretty cool, but like Hawkgirl,
Yeah.
it was actually like the Hawks themselves, Hawkgirl and Hawkman, were actually like Latin actors and actresses.
Which was kind of awesome because you look at them and they're sort of like not exactly, but like space Vikings, space barbarians with like a hawk finish, like a tribal hawk finish, with a little bit of Egyptian sort of mixed in, and then they give them like a Latino sound, and it was kind of awesome,
Yeah, they definitely made them. And I hate using the word exotic to describe people because it's almost kind of stereotypical.
Well, no, but if you're from like, the middle of America, and everything is like white bread and stuff, which is fine. That's kind of in a way where I'm from. It is exotic. I mean, I don't think that's a negative thing. I think that's a, you know, kind of a service in a way. It's like, thank you for pulling us out of the cornfields, folks. Thank you. Yes, exotic I don't think is a negative term.
Well, it depends. Like I said, for me it depends because it's describing. It can be used to describe. Um, my brain is just. It's been a very long past 3 weeks. I know what I want to say. It's just not forming properly.
You know, I'm going to look at it positively. I don't think it's a negative thing.
Okay, here we go. Yep, Carl Lumbly was the man who played.
Was he the same guy?
Yeah, yep.
That is awesome.
He was, yep, Martian Manhunter, Justice League, and Justice League Unlimited, as well as the direct-to-DVD animated film Justice League Doom. Lumbly portrayed John Jones's father, Marin, on Supergirl. Yep, from 2017 to 2019.
That's
Yeah,
fabulous.
I knew he sounded familiar.
Well, I had seen him in other things, and I just don't think it clicked. I just kind of went, well, he sounds familiar. It's probably from one of the other things I've seen him in. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, I know I've seen him in other stuff, so I was assuming. So I just seen him in other movies. I never realized that was actually the voice actor. That's fabulous.
Yeah, he was in. Let's see, stuff that we've seen him in. Well, he did a part in the upcoming Falcon and Winter Soldier. Let's see, of course, Supergirl. Okay, stuff that we have seen. Did a couple of voices in Family Guy. Did some video game work, Injustice, Gods Among Us, Diablo,
Well, he should. He's got a great voice.
Criminal Minds, BioShock. He was in the Black Panther miniseries. He was in Batman Brave and the Bold as Tornado Champion. He had a part in Chuck. Let's see. And he was Lieutenant Danny Novacek in Battlestar Galactica, the new one, or the 2006 version.
Well, that is technically the new one, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I knew him visually, but usually I'm pretty good at voices. It just didn't occur to me. No, I really loved his voice as Martian Manhunter. He just had this wonderful kind of. It was a weird combination of deep and warm and numb and disconnected at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like it was a lovely, friendly voice / monotone, slightly alien. You know, just. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Superman. I mean, it's just like, and yet didn't sound monstrous.
That's where I remember him from. He was the main guy from that show Mantis.
Man, that sounds familiar.
That old, I want to say it was like mid-90s old sci-fi show where the a black scientist makes an exoskeleton, and he's like a superhero dude. Hold up.
Wow, that vaguely sounds familiar. I mean vaguely. Is there a picture? Okay, the picture doesn't even look familiar. The name in your description, but that doesn't look familiar to me.
I remember watching a few episodes. I want to say it was was it one of the CBS shows? I want to say it was one of those, but yeah, it was. I remember watching a few episodes. I thought it was pretty alright. It was only lasted, I think, like.
What year?
94.
Okay, so it was that sort of early cheese where it was probably decent looking but still kind of crappy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They didn't take a lot of superhero stuff seriously back then.
Well, they were still trying to work it out and stuff. Because I mean, that was around the time we were getting like they were starting to get like some of the other onto superhero shows like
Sure.
or live action ones like, cause no, was Buffy coming out around, or was Buffy afterwards?
You know, I'll be honest. I have nothing against Buffy, but I never got into it.
Yeah, same.
I know, fanboy, right? Not into Buffy, but it was never on television when I was watching TV. Back when you had to actually be there at a certain time on a certain channel to watch something, I just wasn't there. So, and like everybody kept going, "Why aren't you watching Buffy? It's so great." And I'm going like, "Sorry, I guess I'm like at school or whatever when it's on."
Well, for me, I've never really been a fan of vampire stuff, so I never really cared to watch it. And it's like,
Yeah, I like old Hammer style vampire stuff where it's like demented and bloody and over the top melodramatic and stuff. When vampires become like cool, I'm kind of like, I kind of like them as monsters.
and for me, and no one take this personal, but for me growing up, seeing all of the 90210 Friends-esque things, and then
Yeah.
suddenly it's like,
No, it got old.
yeah, it was. I was like,
It was really old.
It was like another Pretty White Girl series.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Dude, I'm a white guy, and I was sick of Pretty White Girl shows. I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah, but it was super popular.
Give me a hot Latina show. You know? Please.
Yeah, if we're gonna do something like yeah, let's do some really great, like, cool stuff. Get some people up there, like, do some werewolf hunting. Yeah, I mean, that would be really cool to see. Like, seeing some of the like old, old Latino cryptid stuff, and have like stuff like. I mean, I'm really surprised we haven't seen anything like that. Like,
Well,
yeah.
honestly, I'm tired of pretty people shows. I'm not saying that there can't be pretty people in shows. I'm tired of shows where the whole freaking cast is pretty people. I'm just, you know, like people like, oh, do you remember the episode of Friends with Ross? Like, no, I've seen a grand total of 15 seconds of Friends, and that 15 seconds was a rolling, nauseous nightmare, and I turned it off. I was like, I'm so sick of fashionable pretty people in a swath. Who cares?
The one episode where they had like a black person in it, and that was when Aisha Taylor played Ross's.
Probably the hottest person to ever walk on that show.
Yeah,
Nothing against the people on the show, but that is a smoking lady.
She's one of those ladies that I was so sad when I found out that the Archer live show had came here and tickets were available, and I found out literally 12 hours beforehand and could not find it because I had no idea, and so I don't even remember how and what I found out. I think it was like either online or something, but one of the podcasters I listened to, yeah, and one of the podcasters I listened to, he was talking about it because he was actually going to be one of the moderators for it, and he was like, hey, yeah, don't forget yada yada. I'm like, wait, what? And I went online, and I was a good half hour sad. I mean, I was like genuinely sad because I'd have been like, man, like you like scoring tickets for the both of us to go see that, and I caught they did a recording of it, so I caught part of the recording and stuff later on. But man, it sounded hilarious. It was in one of the,
I would imagine. Yeah.
It was in one of the downtown. I want to say it was like one of the comedy bars downtown or something like that, but. Oh man, I was a good sad for that matter.
That was a good sad.
Yeah. As I briefly
Hello
spoke
out
to
there
my,
in TV land. I do see you. You don't have to talk, but I appreciate you being there.
yeah, like I said, I don't know if like I said, I'm not seeing it on Facebook.
Oh,
or
it's
something.
fine.
Yeah.
We don't need to know who they are.
Well, not
It's
only
just
that,
nice for
but-
people to show up.
Yeah, and it's Christmas. Hey, thanks for joining us during
Well,
Christmas time.
that and I'm 40 whatever years old. There's probably a ton of like hot young acts on right now, and anyone showing up, thank you. You know, I get it.
They're all doing their post-Christmas look at the PS5s and Xbox Ones, whatever that I got.
I am doing art on a typically known as a video game streaming service. I'm not shocked I'm not getting thousands of people. I'm just not sure how to get more. I would like 30 to 50. I think that would be nice. Just enough that I get a couple people chatting, and then maybe some arguments break out, and I go, oh, stop it. You know, like, be nice to each other.
That's my phone.
Oh, thank God, I thought that was me. Honey, I've broken out in Pac-Man.
Hello.
That was a weird moment. There we go. Knew that wasn't looking right. Yeah, I've been meaning to draw this character for a while, but I guess I just wasn't in the mood. Justice League Blu-rays get you in the mood. It's funny, as great as the show as it was, you could definitely tell the moments where the backgrounds needed some work, or the animation was good overall, but there was like little moments here and there. I mean, nothing like enough to like really make fun of it or whatever, just enough where you're just going like, huh, and then you get it in Blu-ray and it's like blown way up. You know, oh, the CG could be a little better, you know. There we go. There we are. Yeah, I adore that. It's so funny. They basically made Martian Manhunter, at least on Justice League, and maybe on other versions, but this character is powerful to like a very absurd level. Huh? How's it going, man? Or ma'am, however it goes. ABC Games 35. How's it going? But yeah, I'm not like a gigantic comic book nerd. I just love cartoons and movies and blah blah blah, because there's just too much out there for me to be able to know all of it. But what I love about Martian Manhunter is they basically went, okay, take Superman, make him green, then give him way more powers but a far more ridiculous weakness. Then make him feel more alienated. So in a way, you're looking at a character that way exceeds what Superman can do. I mean, he's just as fast. He flies. He's probably more indestructible. If he's not as strong, he is close. He can shape shift. He's got mental abilities. He can phase through things. He looks awesome with like the big ridiculous, frankly, super villain like popped collar. I don't know what that is, but it's a superpower by itself. That thing is pimperific. I mean, I mean, look at freaking. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. It's just, you know what? That's what I'm missing. I'm missing the pimperific Martian popped collar. That's what I'm missing. That's what's wrong with this. But yeah, they basically created like this character who is shockingly powerful, and then they kind of separate him from mankind, where it really seems like because he's not evil at all. but it seems like he's doing the right thing out of like discipline and his view of morality, like more than just saving people. Like he clearly believes that saving people is the right thing, but you can kind of tell there's these like moments where he's just kind of like, what am I doing here? You know? I just it's hard to describe, but that's like Superman just does it out of like an obsessive compulsive disorder. Like he has to help people, which is fine. It's totally awesome. It's Superman. But with Martian Manhunter, it's like he's got like some kind of a like deep moral code, even if he himself doesn't understand the things he's saving. Like it's just, I guess they're both kind of the same in a way like that. I don't know. There's a difference between them. Can't quite get my finger on it. But I always find it funny that nobody ever mentions that basically Martian Manhunter can is shockingly powerful. It's like they're just trying to hide that fact, even though when you're watching the show, you're going like, my God, he's like the strongest dude on the show. He's unstoppable. He's this unstoppable Green Man. No, he never hunted men. Why is he called the Manhunter? Martian. He's Martian. Manhunter. He doesn't hunt men. I don't. It's a great name, but it doesn't make sense. not, not complaining. Just confused. When the wife comes back, she's a little bit more up on comic books than I am. I'll have to specifically ask. But now that I think about it, why is his name Manhunter? I don't see him hunting men. Being a hero, that makes sense. Makes sense. Gonna add a little bit more actual folds into the skin. I got someone from YouTube. I rarely get people from YouTube. There we go. That's better. That's not bad. That is not bad. I'd be more talkative, but I'm currently into the eyeliner. I assume that's what that is. Martian Manhunter being all fashionable with his eyeliner. That's not bad. Yes, not bad. Apparently, I'm not in a chatty mood today. My apologies. But, what you gonna do? My lovely lady is off in the other room, chatting it up with her mom. And I got no one to talk to currently on the stream chat. On the interwebs. It's on that textaphone thing. Oh, it's old, I can't remember what these things are called. everything okay?
Yeah, just family calling, checking in on me.
Cool.
One of those, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna talk to you about everything except for how you doing. Yeah, I love you, but I got stuff I gotta do. I gotta go. All right. What were we talking about before I get?
I don't even remember. You've been out for a while, which is fine. I'm almost done at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had someone from YouTube show up, say salute, which originally I misread because I glanced up and SALUT looked like SLUT, and I was like, whoa, wow, huh? I'm not sure how to read. Oh, salute, woo! Like I totally misread it for a second.
Means hello.
No, I understand that. Slut, however, doesn't mean hello.
But it does mean end in I want to say Danish.
Does it?
Yeah, if you like.
So it's like what fart in Swedish or Norwegian?
Yeah, I want to say it's one of the countries, either Danish or it's one of the Nordic countries over there. But yes, slut means the end or end or finish. It's like one of my favorite examples of that was the whatever language was at the end of Finding Nemo, and it goes at the end and all. It's like the big water scene and it's doing the pullback and it's a beautiful ocean scene and it just says slut. That and also when you ride the bus lines and stuff, when you get to the end of the line, it'll just say slut. Like, hey.
Welcome to the Fast 10. What? Does that say fart slut? What the hell? What kind of nasty movie is this? Why would they do that, Pixar? Why would you do that?
And Fast Times at Ridgemont High gets a very interesting translation over there. We got some messages popping up.
Because what now?
We got some people popping up. Let's see what we got.
Good afternoon, you savages. This is so much better than coming in saying greetings. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I think almost any phrase is improved with savages.
Especially that type of.
Well, as long as we're not doing the Race Bannon brand savages, then we should be okay.
I was saying Mildew Wolf brand savage is the only brand of savage I will appreciate. Which is a nice 1960s commercial itself.
I don't know. There's other versions. Who did the Savage? Where did I get that from?
Oh, that was from Finding Nemo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Once again. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not the mildew version.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm trying to move my hand and form words at the same time.
Now chew some gum. Now pat your belly and your head at the same time.
I know. I'm so busted.
Oh, you're fine. It's like, skills like that they can be honed. Or
I'm 40. If I can't talk and move my hand at the same time, it's pretty much permanent.
Well, I was going to say they would be honed when you were younger and stuff. Thankfully, I was one of those weird kids that could do multiple stuff at the same time, but on the same note. Yeah.
Not me. That ain't happening. But yeah. But yeah, I think that's probably pretty close to it being it at this point.
That's good.
It's not bad.
I like how the other sketches, it was like Rick was giving him the stink eye and he was staring back at him for a second. That's crazy, baby Jack Jack.
Yeah. I'm not sure why I even put that one in
Yeah.
there, other than it's sort of screwy.
I think you were doing just like weird, like having like weird expression times at that moment.
If I recall correctly, I ran out of ideas, and we had spotted horrific baby Jack Jack Halloween costumes, and it was like this horrific costume on this child, and it was horrific. Then I was just like, he's like a little Chucky character, and then I'm like, oh, I'll draw that. I think I was just totally out of ideas that day, and so I went with something that made virtually no sense, yet it was kind of funny, you know. Anywho, how long did we go today? How about 45 minutes? That's not bad.
Yeah.
Anywho, everyone have yourself a good week. We will catch you next week at the New Year's Super Extravaganza.
Yeah, we gotta do something.
I'll draw something.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll even wear pants. Unlike today.
I was to say no promises.
Yeah, ease. Attach the old tidy whities. If you pay me enough, I won't stand. Yeah. Put it on, Eric. Put it on. Okay.
The one Little Caesars commercial. There's no rules. Put your shirt back on. There's one rule.
There's one rule. All right. Anyways, everyone have yourself a good week.
Do your clothes up.
By God, you're right.
Yeah. You gotta do your Mr. Rogers. Put everything away.
Awesome. All right.
Pseudo ninja.
Got like a super special like ninja move going on there. Because I'm all slick with the hands when I'm not screwing up completely.
You're about to say Ismailius almost fell over and just caught it in time.
Yeah. Surprised I didn't actually kill myself there. I am. You're gonna. An obituary is gonna show up, and it's gonna say Eric Whalen, the date, and it's gonna say, this dumb bugger killed himself with a toothpick. Stabbed himself right in the temple. Anywho, everyone have yourself a good week.